My homegirl called me today like, girl, I'm so excited I could go back to work. They said the government shutdown's over. I told her, I don't give a damn.
The United States government has reopened, guys, which means people are going to be getting all of their benefits that they did not receive.
Let's be real. The government might be open again, but the way these folks are moving right now, y'all, this is panic energy. Not.
Hi, you military, I got paid today, so check is clear.
The government shutdown ended yesterday, and today federal workers returned to their offices, at least those that had been furloughed, and they returned to hundreds of emails, weeks worth of backlogs.
The government is back up. Whoop-de-damn-do. And I know I'm going to sound like a pessimist. Still does not change the fact that in January, we still can face another government shutdown.
Well, guys, here we go.
Come on, man.
Welcome to the channel, guys. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. It really does help the channel. Today's video, the government reopened.
My homegirl called me today like, girl, I'm so excited I could go back to work. They said the government shutdown's over. I told her, I don't give a damn. How y'all expect people to go back to work and act like everything's normal? Did you guys just forget that y'all didn't pay people for almost 2 months? People's cars almost got repossessed. Lights, gas almost shut off. People could barely put food on the table for their families. And now you want me to go back to work like it's normal? Now I'm shut down. So I don't give a damn that they reopened. I'm shut down. I'm about to go start my own business, give me a little hustle, because you'll never put me in a situation like that again. So I don't give a damn. I'm shut down now.
Guys, what does it mean that the government reopened? To you, especially to you. To me, nothing. Because they reopened for a few months. Let's say a few weeks.
Something ain't right.
Because the same situation could happen again, all over again in January. Yep, the government is going to shut down again in January. So you guys need to be prepared to go through the same shit all over again. I think they just reopened because of the holidays. They want everybody to be happy and cheerful because of the Thanksgiving. Christmas is coming. So they want you to spend that money that you're going to get. You know, all that back pay that you're going to get. They want you to spend it again.
There it is, guys. Breaking news. The United States government has reopened, guys, which means people are going to be getting all of their benefits that they did not receive in the month of November. For a lot of you who don't know what it means when the government reopens, it means everything is turned back on.
EBT,
However,
Section 8.
this is just a temporary fix until January of 2026. Which means in January of 2026, the same thing could happen all over again. So once the president signs the order, your benefits will automatically go to your cards, which means you will start being able to use like your food stamp benefits. I think your other programs that was on pause. A lot of federal workers get to go back to work. Me personally, if I work for the government, I'd be like, the hell with you. I'm not coming back to work for you. But
Exactly. I will be, forget about it. I'm not working for you guys anymore.
I think we've had enough of your jokes.
You guys are a joke. You are a fraud. You forced me to go to work without having pay. I lost my vehicle. I lost my car. I lost my house because of you guys.
Well, this is a sobering reality.
Period. So people just gonna forget. They're gonna go back to work like normal, like business as usual. Like, really? Are you guys gonna trust these guys again? And back in January, you're gonna be back in square one.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
people do get their jobs back and start back working. The military is starting to get paid again. That really sucks when the government shut down. The people who fight for our country, who fight for our very existence, gets their payments took, but has to keep on working, keep on fighting. I think that is really sad. So we are not out of the woods yet, even though the government is open back up, because this could very well happen again, like I said, in January of 2026. Remember, Donald Trump will still be president in 2026. He's in office until 2028, guys. So spend wisely. Once those benefits hit your card, which could be at any moment, spend wisely. They're not giving out partial payments. They're not giving out a percentage. You are going to be receiving your full benefits. But the only problem is, this is the month of November. And then you get everything in the month of December. And then as soon as January hits, we right back at the bargaining table. So you guys let me know in the comments what you think. Thanks for watching.
Spend wisely. I know there is a lot of individuals, they didn't get paid for a long time, and they are going to get this lump sum of money at once.
Get money.
So make sure if you got a lump sum of money, you are getting your back paid again, pay off your debt. And a whole bunch of people, what they're gonna do, they're gonna spend all this money on Christmas gift, clothes, and nonsense.
Shut up and take my money.
Let's be real. The government might be open again, but the way these folks are moving right now, y'all, this is panic energy, not leadership. So after 43 days of federal workers suffering, airports breaking down, and the whole country running on vibes and prayer, Trump finally signs the bill to reopen the government. Cool, great. But here's where it gets wild. Instead of taking a breath, Congress immediately sprints like somebody pulled the fire alarm. Suddenly, Mike Johnson fast-tracks the Epstein vote, bypassing the 7-day waiting rule. The estate files drop. Everybody's yelling transparency, and Trump's pushing some $2,000 checks like clearance items at Walmart. Why the rush? Why the chaos? Because the shutdown didn't just hit workers, it hit Trump's approval rating hard. Like jawbreaker hard. The man is underwater on basically every issue, but on the Epstein situation specifically, oh, he's sitting at around 63% disapproval. Now that's not a bad day. That's a 5-alarm political fire. And when a president's numbers fall off a cliff,
this government right now, they're saying that they're going to give out $2,000 to every U.S. citizen. Let's wait and see. I don't think it's happening. I don't think it's happening.
Congress doesn't govern. They scramble. They stop thinking long term and start doing everything at once to get ahead of the next headline. So yeah, the government reopened. But the accountability crisis, the dysfunction, the desperation, that's just beginning. And if you're wondering why every major story suddenly feels like it's happening at 2 times the speed, it's because the people who are in charge are sprinting away from their own mess. What do y'all think? Is this the calm after the storm? Or is this the part in the movie where the music gets really creepy?
Guys, the experiment worked.
Great success.
The government, they were running some type of experiment with the US population, and it works. People were going crazy because of the government shutdown, all the programs, the EBT, the Section 8, and now everything's back to normal. People are so happy, they're acting like they won the lottery or something like that because the government reopened. I never seen so many people so happy about, a government being open. And now with the rumors going around that they're going to give out $2,000 to every U.S. citizen, even better.
The government is back up. Whoop-de-damn-do. And I know I'm going to sound like a pessimist because yes, we should be, or I am grateful that the federal workers are back working. I am grateful that the SNAP recipients are now receiving their food stamps. But it still does not negate the fact that the Dems punked out. It still does not change the fact that in January, we still can face another government shutdown. It does not change the fact that next year, some people's health care or all of our damn health care is going to increase significantly. But you know what y'all happy about? Y'all happy about these Steam files or emails being released. And again, whoop-de-damn-do. This man has 34 felonies, proving that he is invincible and he can quite literally do whatever he wants to do. And nothing will happen to him simply because those Republicans that run everything right now are going to stand behind him 10 toes down. Yeah, the Democrats may try to impeach him, but where you think that's going to go? Straight to hell, just like the other 2 impeachments went. And I hate that I feel this way, but that's just the way the cookie is crumbling right now.
So guys, this has to be a wake-up call for everybody. Everybody working for the government. Wake up, guys. They're going to do it again. They are going to do it again. 2026 is going to be worse.
Do you speak any English?
It's going to be worse, guys. So remember this. Remember, you need to start a backup plan for you and your family. These have to be a wake-up call for everybody. Every U.S. citizen. You have to start doing your own stuff and don't depend on the government.
Alright, if you military, I got paid today. So check is clear. And then also today the government is officially back open. So that means everything else for the end of the year should be after probably the end of this month, should start rolling out smoothly throughout December. But if you're military, for the most part, we've been good. I don't know about specific units and branches and stuff like that, but Army, we've been good. We've been getting paid, so we all right. The people I really hope are everything gets back rolling smoothly for is the folks who work in the airports and the you know, on planes and stuff like that. Every aspect of airports, flight attendants, pilots, all that stuff. I hope they good, because the flights started getting, a lot of flights have been delayed and backed up and all that stuff because of the shutdown. And with the shutdown affecting flights, that affects a lot of people in the you know, the end of the year for holidays, stuff like that. Thanksgiving coming up, Christmas coming up. That's HBL for military folks. So it's like, you know, if you can't get home, you can't see the family, stuff like that. So we good, we all right. Only thing I personally want is for them to hurry up and get the education department back open, so I can go ahead and get this school situated. And other than that, I hope, you know, everybody who's working in the airport and anywhere, anything to do with, you know what I'm saying, planes and whatnot, that's getting these flights and these planes back up in the air and or consistently in the air and flights not getting canceled. I hope y'all get them paid, get them checks back rolling. I hope they get back pay, because I've been hearing folks been working with, you know, no pay or whatever, but still had to come to work, whatever. All that. I hope all that's good, because this is the time of year where you're going to lean a lot on truckers and on the folks that work in the airports. So I'm just saying, man, let's I hope everything get back smooth with them. Let's get this shit rolling. Because if not, I ain't gonna make it home for the holidays. I'm not, and I'm damn sure not driving. Hell no.
So guys, let me make this clear. I'm very happy that, you know, pretty much everything's back to normal, you know, and hopefully everybody working for the government, they get, you know, that back pay that they deserve, all the money you deserve, every single penny, because you went to work without knowing when you're going to get paid.
The government shutdown ended yesterday, and today federal workers returned to their offices, at least those that had been furloughed, and they returned to hundreds of emails, weeks worth of backlogs, and things aren't going to return to normal anytime soon for them, because at the end of January, they're looking at another government shutdown. On top of that, they still don't know when they're going to get paid. Some agencies are saying, hey, we'll begin paying on Friday, at least a partial check, and others are saying you're not getting anything until the 21st of November, just in time for Thanksgiving. Air traffic controllers, well, the Department of Transportation says expect the airline delays to continue because we're not going to return to original schedules and pre-shutdown scheduling of airlines until all controllers are back to work, and that might take a week or so. SNAP beneficiaries, they still don't know when they're going to get full benefits. The USDA is saying you should be paid by Monday, but that's when they're going to start issuing payments. That doesn't mean people are actually going to get them on their EBT cards on Monday.
This EBT situation, it depends on your state where you live. You might get your money like right away, but some states are going to take longer for individuals to get that money. Hopefully they get it before Thanksgiving, you know, that way you could have a nice dinner for Thanksgiving.
Sensational.
The IRS is saying it's going to take them 2 to 3 months to catch up on the backlog in tax filings from those who filed for an extension that was due in October. And it might only get worse as more federal employees than ever have begun searching for a job, leaving the once secure safety net of working for the federal government and saying it's no longer worth the risk, and they're looking for jobs in the private sector. And if that happens, the backlogs will continue. The stress for federal employees will continue, and things won't get better for any of us as this administration continues to attack the people who keep the country running.
So guys, this is what's happening. A lot of these individuals that they're used to work for the government, I'm saying they used to because they decide to quit and do something else. They don't want to go through this again. So a lot of these people, they are, you know, looking for jobs on the private sector, and there's going to be a shortage on flight controllers, TSA personnel. So the whole situation at the airport, they're going to continue canceling flights, flight delays, and all that. And a lot of these individuals, you know, they go back to work after 40 plus days without working, and they are going back to the office, and they have hundreds or thousands of emails, you know, emails that they have received in 40 plus days. So just imagine when you open your computer and your email box is flooded with emails. It's gonna take you months and months to go through all these emails. You know what I will do? I just delete everything. It's not important. The government was shut down. It's not important. I was not getting paid, so I'm not going to go through all these freaking emails from 40 plus days ago. Sorry, but no. And then by the time you catch up with the emails, they're going to shut down the government again. So is it worth it working for the government? Working for the government, it used to be a secure paycheck, but it's not secure anymore. So like I said, these have to be a wake-up call for everybody, and don't depend on the government. Remember, this is going to happen again back in January. You need to create a plan for you and your family. Like I always said, take care of you first, take care of your family first, and don't depend on others. Stop being loyal for these companies. Stop being loyal for the government. Now you know that they don't care about you. While you were working for free, do you think these politicians, they were working for free? No, they were getting their paycheck. And the U.S. citizens, they were paying taxes. They didn't stop, collecting taxes from the U.S. citizens. To the government and to all these corporations, you are just a number. They don't care about you.
Really?
So guys, if you made it this far into the video, please consider subscribing to the channel. Also like this video, it really does help the channel grow. Thank you guys for your support, and see you on the next video.